Good morning, students. Sairam. Let us learn a new chapter in EVS 1, and the name of the lesson is lesson number 20. I'll be responsible and sensitive. The name of the chapter is very, you know, very, sensitive and very caring itself. I'll be responsible and sensitive towards what that we are going to see in today's video. Now let us start by learning the new words. The first word is fetching. Fetching. Fetching means to catch something. Okay, getting hold of something is known as fetching. Second, pastime. Pastime. Pastime means when you don't have any work, when you don't have any studies, you're just sitting free. That is your pastime. Okay. Third one, curious. Curious. Curious means you want to know something in detail about a particular thing. You're very anxious, you're very desperate, and that is known as curious. Fourth one, affection. Affection means to love and care someone is known as affection. When you want that person or you want that thing more than anything else, suppose it is your favorite toy and you're so affected to it that you don't want anything to happen to that toy. If it breaks or if it even scratches a little, you feel very bad. So that is called affection. Fifth one, talismans. Talismans. Talismans is the magical things, you know believing in magic, or believing in some object which you feel that it has magic under it, that is known as talisman. It is like um, unbelief, or it is superstitious things, that is known as talismans. Sixth one, amulets. And seventh one, incantations. Talismans, amulets, incantations. All these words are related to magic. Like, some people believe in magic. They think that something has magical power in it, and if we do these things, magic will work and something good will happen to them. That is all superstitious. It is wrong thinking of people who do all these things. So, all these three words, that is talismans, amulets, and incantations, are related to magical things, okay, which is superstitious. We should not believe in magical things, or we should not believe in black magic. Some people perform black magic on some things, so that is superstitious, and that is very wrong what these people are, what some of the people are doing and believing in. Okay. Eighth one, eradicated. Eradicated. Eradicated means completely gone away. Means it does not exist anymore. That is known as eradicated. Ninth one is Braille. Now Braille is a language, or you can say it is used by the blind people. Okay, so Braille is a type of language which is used and studied by the blind people. And the 10th one, ramp, a slope next to stairs. Okay, when there are stairs and when there is a slope next to it, it is especially built for the people who are handicapped, those who cannot walk, or those who are on the wheelchairs. For them, that ramp is built. So a slope next to stairs is known as ramp. You can find this in malls, you can find this in many schools, hospitals, and that is called as ramp, which is especially built for people, those who are in wheelchair or those who are handicaps. Okay, now let us start. Helping elders. Now, very important. See, we may live with our grandparents, or our grandparents may be at native place. Okay, so whatever it is, how can we help elders? We all either live with means with elderly people, or are related to old people. We are living with our grandparents, or we are somewhere, our neighbor is an old person, so we are somehow related to old people. They love us and pamper us. See, old means elderly. They always pamper us a lot more than our parents. Okay, when your parents hit you, or they want to beat you, or they want to shout you, they are the first one to say, don't hit him or her. Give him one last chance. He will not do this again. So they pamper you and they love you a lot. However, they cannot run about. and play like us. Yes, they cannot jump and run like us because they have become old now. Their bones are not as strong as our bones. So they cannot do all the things which we do very, very easily. They find it difficult to do all these things. So, how can we help them? They often need small tasks done for them. Means they expect from us, small things like fetching medicines. Like, if their medicines are kept on the table, which is just nearby to them, but they cannot find. Maybe their eyesight has, they can't see properly. They can't read the medicine's name properly. So they want us to give them the medicine in their hand. So like that, fetching medicine or other products from the market, or if they want anything, so they ask us that please will you go in the shop and bring for me this. So that is asking something which has to be brought from the market. Removing things from lofts means their cupboard is there, so many clothes, or one, a box is there and they want to find something and they cannot find it easily. So they ask us to find for them. Removing things from lofts or threading needles. Yes, when you thread needles, when you put the thread in the needle, the needle's hole is so tiny, you can't even we find it difficult to put it. So what about the old people? They find it very, very difficult. So these small things they expect us to do, and that is also out of love and care. If we carry out these tasks for them, it is of great help to them. And if we help them out with such small things, they be very, very happy. They love us a lot more and more, and they always give you in return something. They may give you one laddu, they may give you one chocolate, or they may give you some amount of money and say that you go and eat whatever you want to eat with this money. So they love you a lot. They need your care. Okay, they need your love. They don't need anything else. At such times, we must lower the volume. Now, what is this lower the volumes? Now, old people cannot bear loud sound or loud music. Their hearing capacity becomes less as they become old. So they cannot be exposed to loud music and loud sound continuously. Okay, grandparents are often at home all day. Their only pastime is talking to their children and grandchildren. Yes, grandparents are often at home all day. Why? They have retired from their work. Now they are taking rest, and they be all the day they be at home. And when you be at home, when you come back from school, they expect you to share with them whatever things you have done in school, or they expect you to just talk with them, and their only pastime is to talking to their children and grandchildren. Okay, that is your parents and you yourself. They are curious about what their grandchildren do at school all day. So they want to know what have you done in school all day, what teacher have told you, what homework is given, what all things you did. So they just want to talk with you, they just want to listen to you. That's it. They have great affection for us. Yes, they have great love, they show us great love and care for us. They feel happy when we speak to them lovingly, and they just want few words of love and care which is to be shared with them. Okay, and but in our busy times we find even that difficult. We don't bother, sometimes we don't care, we just, if they tell us please give me that medicine, we shout at them sometimes. What you're telling me 110 times, you it is there only, can't you take it by your own hand? We even back answer them sometimes, and that makes them sad at that time. So we should not do all these things. We should just take some time and sit with them and talk with them and help them in whatever way we can. And that is the way we can show our love and affection to our grandparents. Now, how can you take care of a patient? A patient is the one who is admitted in the hospital for some sickness or disease, and how can you take care of that patient? We all wish for a patient to get well soon. For this, we should follow the doctor's advice and take care accordingly. So, when a patient is admitted in the hospital, we should always consult the doctor. We should always take doctor's advice and follow the steps which doctor has told for the patient to do, and we should do that accordingly. We should not do anything on our own. If the doctor has said not to give outside food to that patient, so we should strictly not give any outside food to the patient. So whatever the doctor tells, we should listen to the doctor and treat the patient accordingly. After giving first aid for injuries, now suppose first aid means what? Minor things. If you're fallen down, if a scratch has come, little bit is bleeding, so you can first treat it at home by putting some cream or antiseptic cream on that, by washing it with water first, or by putting turmeric on it. But if the bleeding has not stopped, the patient must be taken straight to a hospital. So immediately after doing the first aid treatment, you should immediately move that patient, you should take that person to the hospital or to a nearby primary health center. Okay, that is like a small clinic. Do not depend on talismans, amulets, and incantations. Very, very important. During such times, a doctor is the person who can treat you with the right medication. Amulets, black magics, all these things will not work. These are superstitious things. If you say that it is bleeding continuously, and if you bring something in your hand and if you do abracadabra, gili gili choo, abhi ye band ho jaye, so it is not going to happen. At such times, you need a doctor itself, and he is the correct person to treat you at that moment. So do not believe in superstitious things, do not believe in black magics. Immediately consult a doctor on time. Okay, consult a doctor on time. Now, what are the responsibility towards people with special needs? Now, special needs means there are some people who are born handicaps. They may not have one leg or not have one hand, or they cannot see or they cannot hear. Such people are the people with special needs. Now, what is our responsibility towards them? Some people have physical handicaps because of illness or accidents, or they may be born with them. See, some are born like that, but some are born not. They have legs, two hands. They can see, they can hear, but because of some major illness or accident, they have lost it. It is very, 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 very sad, and we have some responsibility towards these people with special needs. What are they? They suffer many inconveniences and much discomfort at public places. Yes, they find it very difficult, if the person cannot see, how can the person walk fast? How can he cross the road? He has to, think, he has to, get, they, those who cannot see, they usually go on their sound. They, guess the sound and they take the next step. So that is, they find it very uncomfortable at public places, and that is why they are in need of special services and assistance. And because of this reason, they should be given special services, and they should be given, help whenever they want to. In public transport, like, trains, buses, there are special seats reserved for these people. So on those seats, nobody can sit. If a blind person enters the bus, immediately you have to give that seat to that blind person, because it is reserved for them. Okay, now do you know, we have been successful in eradicating polio in our country. Now polio was a disease, and is a disease which had drastically spread all over the country. Okay, and the World Health Organization has praised India for this achievement. Now World Health Organization is also known as WHO. So it has praised India for eradicating polio. Since the campaign against polio was carried out with dedication over many years, the disease was eradicated. So India took initiative in eradicating polio completely, and it became successful too. Okay, so see this, do boond zindagi ke. Now this is very, very important. Polio dose is given to the children, newborn babies. Up to 5 years you have to take polio dose. That is 2 drops they give it in your mouth, which is very, very important. It helps to keep away that polio disease. Now what is polio? See, those people who have polio sickness, their hands and legs are little bit crooked, they cannot walk properly, because they might have not taken this polio dose. But India took an initiative, it took a decision, it made a firm decision that we should eradicate polio completely from our country. and therefore they made lot of initiatives, lot of institutions came up, and this polio disease was eradicated completely. But till now, whenever polio dose are there, if you have a younger brother or sister in your house who is smaller, or who is 4 years, 3 years, you see that you give your brother or sister this polio dose whenever it comes, because announcement is made in all the areas that polio dose is there on this date. So compulsory give to the, if you have neighbors also, small children in your neighborhood, inform their parents too about this. Okay, so newborn babies up to 5 years, you have to take this polio dose compulsory whenever it comes. Okay, and the title means, what is a this given to that, a title is given, do boond zindagi ke, that means that is polio dose. Okay, now next one, amazing facts. Nowadays in many hospitals abroad, okay, abroad means foreign countries, robots are used for the service and aid of patients. Now robots help the patients. They treat the patients like a sister or nurse in the hospital. Now, will it be fun to have robots working for you, or will it be boring with no other human being present? So, if will you find it very funny and amazing when a robot is helping you, or will you find it boring because robot cannot, you know it is just a machine, it does not have any feeling or emotion. So will it be boring without an actual human being with you? So see, this is the photo. Can you see the robot? He's standing next to the patient. Okay, I'll show you. I'll just mark and show you. See, this is the robot. Okay, and this is the patient. So the robot is treating the patient. A robot taking care of a patient in abroad hospitals. Okay, see the next picture also. See, the robot is removing, 1 minute, something from the desk. See, this is the robot and this is the patient. So he's helping out the patient in removing something from the drawer and giving it to him. So is it amazing? Okay, you in India you can't find this. You can only find this in foreign countries. Okay, and it is true. Now I'm just asking you few questions. You say whether it is right or whether it is wrong. We should visit the patient frequently at any odd hour. Means whenever you want, you can go and visit the patient. Is it right or is it wrong? It is wrong. Why? Every hospitals have timing for visiting the patients. So you should strictly follow that and go during that timings only. You should not go according to your wish, because it disturbs the patient and it is against the hospital rules too. So you cannot visit the patient at any odd hours. You have to go along with the hospital timings whichever they have fixed for visiting. Okay, second one, the patient should be given medicines at the proper times. Yes or no? Yes, it is right. Whenever prescribe the medicines, whatever timing is given, give that medicines according to the given timing only. Third one, the patient should be offered fried food. Wrong, absolutely wrong. None of the patients, those who are admitted in hospitals, are offered fried foods. They are being kept away from fried foods because it may be dangerous for their health. It may again, you know, cause some other illness to them too. So you should never offer fried food to any of the patients. Fourth one, the patient must be given meals at the right time. Right, absolutely right, and very, very important. Whenever the doctor has told that the patient should be given food before 8 o'clock in the evening, then the food should be given at that proper time only. So you should follow always the doctor's advice whenever a patient is admitted in the hospital. Next one can watch TV at a loud volume in a patient's room. Right or wrong? Wrong. You cannot watch TV in a patient's room, and that also in a loud volume, because it is a hospital. It has some rules and regulations to be followed. So this is absolutely wrong. And when the patient is better, medicine should be stopped immediately without consulting the doctor. Wrong. Medicines should be stopped only when the doctor will tell you all to stop it. Otherwise, without the doctor's consultation, you cannot stop any medicine according to your wish. Okay, so have you understood, children? So we'll take a quick recap of what we have studied. We have studied first helping the elders, that is the old people in our house or in our neighborhood. What small things you can do and you can help them so that they feel happy and they feel comfortable and they show their love and affection to you more and more. So we can help the elderly people in our house or in our surrounding areas by doing small things which I showed you, like fetching medicines from the chemist or bringing things from the shop whatever they require, threading needles. So like that, small things you can help the old people. Second, responsibility towards people with special needs. Now those who are handicaps, you can help those people by sometimes by helping them for crossing the road or giving them seat in public transport facilities like bus and train. Okay, so you can help these people with small things. So thank you, children, for listening to me carefully. Goodbye, take care.